How's it going, everybody? This is Josh, and this is another edition of the Weekend Inspiration. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. We're just going to go over kind of, getting yourself inspired to do things and get out there and be successful and do the things that you want to do. And I hear a lot of times, I talk to a lot of different people and try and help their business. And since we do a lot of technology things, I get a lot of older people and even a lot of younger people that will come to me and say, oh, I'm too old to be able to figure this out. I don't know how to do this technology thing. And we spend a lot of time walking them through how to do it, everything like that, how things should go, how they need to respond to, all the actions that we've done and the steps we've taken to really dial in their technology. So with that said, it kind of just sparked an idea for me that was, based around the fact that with that said, I get a lot of people that will, call me up, that will message me, set an appointment, anything like that, to want to talk about doing business and, their business idea and what they want to do. And I get that same type of energy and that same type of response from them, like, oh, well, I'm this old, I can't really, maybe I shouldn't start this business, but I've been thinking about it. Well, you know what? You're not too old. And, at any time, you can start anything that you want to. And I want you guys to remember that there's nothing holding you back but yourself. So you can get out there and do whatever it is you want. It's just really putting in the time, the effort, and the energy. And that's the biggest one, is the energy. Get out there and put in the energy to do it. Just because you have the idea does not mean that it's going to manifest into some cool business and make a whole bunch of money. I mean, even with what we do with our business, with Phoenix Agent Marketing, is we have to get out there and constantly grind and get in front of people, get out there, get our name out there. We don't do a bunch of ads. Well, in fact, we don't do any ads. We do some Facebook posts, we do some Instagram posts, we do word of mouth, and we just do business with people. Our whole business is based around just people helping people, and love is a business, and that's from my man Joey Satariano. Shout out to him out in Sacramento. He gave me that line, and I love it because it's kind of what we do. And, I started this whole business up, and, as a restart, I already had something else going on, a previous business. And, we made a split from that, started over again. I've had to start over plenty of times in my life where, I've been, all the way down in the bottom and gone, man, I made this whole thing that I did, this whole business idea or whatever it is. And boom, all of a sudden I'm back at the bottom. And you just got to keep pushing and get out there and go, you know what, who's holding me down right now? Because nobody is really holding you down. There's no reason you can't get out there and go do it. Oh, Josh, I don't have the time. We'll make the time. Okay. Because if you don't have the time, you're never going to have the time. And so that's just an excuse. Oh, Josh, I don't have the money. Well, if you don't have the money, then you need to get out there and make the money. Okay. You need to get some money put aside. You need to come up with a plan that goes, hey, instead of going out and spending, my $5, $6, $7 on a coffee every day, I'm going to put that money away. And in a few weeks, I'll have a couple $100. That's enough to start my LLC. Okay. Boom. There's your first step. Okay. Hey, let's say you're a smoker. What are cigarettes now? Like $10 a pack. Okay. So if you were a smoker and you smoked one pack a day, okay, that's $10 a day, 7 days. Okay, that's $70 a week. Stop smoking for 1 month, and you've got enough money to start your LLC and get your thing started. So it's always an excuse that I hear from people is I can't. There's a reason for this. I can't do this. I don't have the time for doing this. Well, you know what? If you really want to make this dream come true, you need to get out there and happen. Your age doesn't matter. Your ability to have the knowledge to do it. There's so much knowledge out there nowadays to learn how to do something that it's phenomenal, amazing. Like, I'm 41 years old, and I'm not the most massive knowledgeable person out there on tech, on social media, on anything. I mean, for a 15-year-old kid, they can probably do a TikTok, an Instagram, and a Facebook better than any of us because they grew up with that. So by learning to do it, which is something I've taken the time to do, is you've got all kinds of resources. There's a machine on your computer called the Google machine. Get on there and Google some stuff. Get on a YouTube. You've got a kid, talk to them. Does your friend have a teenager? Talk to them. See if they can help you out. Call me. You can hit this link right here. If you just take a picture of that, it'll go ahead and give you all my information. Let's talk about building you a Facebook business page, a real one. Let's talk about building you an Instagram. Let's talk about taking the first steps, because again, just like last week, everything is going in steps. Get one small step and move to the next one. Get yourself up to that. I did a business, recently for a friend of ours that has no tech knowledge, no social media knowledge, no anything. And she came to me and she said, Josh, here's the thing. I have this business. I want to do this. Okay. I want to make this happen and I want to make it a real business. What do I do? And I said, well, here's a whole plan, laid out a whole plan. And she said, oh my goodness, that is so much stuff. I said, it is so much stuff, but let's start with step one. Okay. Because your ability to have this business is right there. All you have to do is apply yourself. But what's holding you back is an excuse. This excuse is, oh, I don't know how to start an LLC. Well, here, ting, 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 copy a link, send it over. Here's where you can go start your LLC. So what's the next? What's your next excuse? I don't have the money to do it. Because it's only a little bit of money to start your LLC. And you know what? Then it's a little bit of money for the website. And you know what? We can take this in steps. Let's say you get your LLC today. Okay. Do you have the $200 for that? Yes, I do, Josh. Okay. Boom. That's done. Now you want to have your Facebook business page. You want to have your Facebook social medias, and you want to be able to put this out, and you still need to have enough money for your product. You still need to have enough money for this. So let's set up a budget and let's set up a savings program to where we can have, the LLC paid for now so that you're a legitimate business. You have that, you're a legitimate business. Now, next month, you'll have this much put away if you do this step and this step and this step for saving your money. Now we can go ahead and purchase things like the website and a couple of tools like that. And then what else do you need? And we just went along that step until everything was solid and done. And it was step by step. And we got rid of the excuses, which the excuse was, I'm too old to start a business, or I don't have enough money. I don't have this, I don't have that, when really, she had everything she needed right there. She just needed a little bit more time. Now, for some people, it becomes really easy because they do have the money set aside, or they do have the funds to be able to do it. They just lack the ability to jump out there and go, hey, I'm going to find somebody that I work well with, that, I mesh well with, and I'm going to have them help me in there. And so one of the biggest ever business advices I ever got when I was younger, I had a business, and I started in this business as an employee, and I was working, and I was really, really, really good at what I did. I was in sales. I did the marketing, advertising, obviously. I'm really good at that stuff. And then I got the opportunity to buy in and be a franchisee, right? So I buy in. I start having to do everything now. And all of a sudden, my performance was going steadily downhill, steadily downhill, steadily downhill. And my business partner came to me and he said, Josh, man, like in the last 6 months, like your sales, your everything, your production level, on every level has gone down. What's going on with you? Like, is everything okay? Like this and this. And I actually was honest with not only him, but myself. And I said, well, I didn't really realize how much stuff there is in here. I'm not the strongest paperwork accounting person ever. Like, I'm really, really horrible at that. I'm the type of person that I guess my light bill needs to be paid because they shut it off. And it's not because I don't have the money to pay it. It's just I'm horrible at keeping track of those things. And I said, now, not only am I having to deal with the marketing and advertising of this business, but I'm also, sales, and I have to produce here. But now I've got to do accounting. I've got to do payroll. I've got to do stock. I've got to do all these other things that really weren't my strong points and really weren't something that I was used to doing. And so fitting it in there. And I think that's why my production level goes down. He said, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly why it is. So would you say that stuff is a weakness of yours? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay, so here's what you need to do. Focus your energy on your strengths, okay? Because that's what you're good at. And find somebody that you work well with, that you mesh well with, that you respond well with. And their strengths are what your weaknesses is, and you hire that person. Because if that's their strengths, it's worth it to hire them and have them do it. Because the more time you're spending spreading your energy out over all this stuff, you should be focusing your energy just on the stuff that you're really, really good at. So you're spreading your energy too thin by trying to, put energy and time into stuff that you're not good at, and you're not able to, become good at it. And that's okay. You're not going to be good at everything. So hire somebody over here. And as soon as I did that, I took that advice, I did that, and boom, my production level went right back up, skyrocketed up. So, that's my advice, is sit down, take some time to think about what's holding you back, and whether that's an excuse or if that's a reality. Because I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, whatever's holding you back from being, where you want to be in your business or even starting that business is probably all based around excuses, because there's no anything. If you have the ability to do it and you're good at it, I don't care what the business model is, you can be successful. Now, measuring that success might not be successful to this person over here, but to you, that's what I mean successful is. If you feel you're successful and you feel that you can do this, you have the ability. The only thing that's holding you back is 9 times out of 10 is probably an excuse. Okay. So I want you to think about that. And I'm going to close this out. I saw this really cool thing, so I'm going to bring it up on my phone that I really like. Somebody sent this to me because I do the weekend inspirations. They sent this to me and I really, really liked it. So I'm going to read it to you guys. It's, if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. If an egg is broken by an inside source, life begins. Great things happen from inside. That's the quote for the weekend, you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos, and I'll see you guys on the next Weekend Inspiration.